You put it up. Excellent. So, bonjour Davido. How are you? Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Excellent. Well, Davido, it is so nice to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining me. So, Davido, tell me, what made you interested in learning Francais?
Well, there were two reasons. The first is um, a trip to France came up for late October and early November. My wife Darcy's good friend, whom she's known since grade school, arranged a small group trip and invited us to come along. So she'd done that before and we'd never gone, so we figured we'd go this time. And the second reason is that I've read repeatedly that learning a new language is a great way for older people to help keep their mind sharp as they age. So that was an important consideration as well. And I think, if I was going to try to learn a foreign language, I always liked the idea of learning French just because it seemed like such a beautiful and culturally important language. So those were the main reasons.
Wow, excellent, Davido. I love your passion for Francais. It sounds like you've had, a lifelong passion, always wanting to learn French. So it's wonderful,
Well, I
that.
certainly wish I had been able to take it in high school instead of being forced to take Latin, which is totally useless.
Ah!
Um, anyway, that's why I did the bridge.
Oh, yes, Latin. Yes, Latin is interesting, but probably not as useful as French.
Undoubtedly so.
Excellent. Well, that is wonderful, Davido. And so tell me, what made you decide to join the Bonjour Brigitte program?
Well, as might be expected, I was looking at programs which would help me learn at least some French quickly before the trip. And I had looked at apps like Babbel, and I didn't really think they were going to be terribly helpful. And so I came across Bonjour Brigitte on a web search and, filled out the form. And then after speaking with you and understanding that it's a series of video lessons concurrently with conversation cafes, or I think previously it was called the boot camp. Um, that was appealing to me, and so that's why I decided to join.
Wow, excellent, Davido. And it has been so amazing to watch you progress, because I remember in the beginning, you didn't know any French. We were starting with the basics, like the alphabet and the numbers. And now here you are, speaking in dialogues and just speaking with the other students. And it has just been wonderful to watch, Davido. Very proud of you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I think it was um, useful and not very intimidating to start out with the alphabet and the numbers and the, days of the week and months of the year and that sort of thing. So I thought that was a good way to start.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Davido. And did you find that you were able to use your French when you were traveling? Was it helpful to you?
It was helpful. I wasn't able to use it quite as much as I expected, because I think as soon as we walked into a restaurant in France, the server pegged us as English speakers and started speaking to us in English. But I did have a few occasions to use it, and I could always say, "Je parle seulement un peu de français." I only, so I used that a fair amount.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, Debbie. It's so great you had the confidence to, use your French while traveling. And I know you have some trips coming up soon, not really to French speaking areas, but still maybe you will run into some French people there.
You never know.
Excellent, Davido. And how have you been enjoying the Bonjour Brigitte program so far?
Well, I've been enjoying it. I think just the opportunity to interact with you means a lot. So um, I very much appreciated that, and I thought the video lessons were quite good, and I think that it's great that you have lifetime access to those. So that'll be a good resource to come back to over
Yeah.
and over again.
That is wonderful, Davido. And I'm always adding new lessons. I'm not sure if you've watched the Jobs one right now or the Safari one, but hopefully you can enjoy those ones too.
Yes, I'll have to take a look at those.
Excellent. Well, Davido, what has been your favorite part of the program so far?
Well, um, I think the whole package has been very good. Um, I think one of the best things about it, as I said, has just been the opportunity to interact with you personally um, in the conversation cafes. It's also been interesting to chat with some of the other students, but you always have a smile on your face and you're extremely um, enthusiastic and encouraging, just as you've been in this very interview. So that's a big plus, I think.
Wow. Wow. Merci beaucoup, Davido. That is so nice. I appreciate it so much, and everyone loves working with you. You're just an awesome team player, and I know they love speaking with you. So that is awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Uh,
Yes.
um, I don't
Yes.
know how you found that out, but that's nice to know.
Yes, yes, I know we have people from all around the world. We have Jane from Australia, we have Leon from Trinidad, and it's so great that you're speaking with so many people and preparing your French even more.
Yeah.
Excellent. Davido, do you think your French has improved since joining?
Well, I think it's improved substantially. I mean, going from zero to
Yeah.
something is always a huge improvement.
Yes. I agree. I agree, Davido. It has been so great to watch, and I'm excited to even take it to the next level in 2024. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be really
I'll
fun.
try to do that. I'll plan to keep up with it, trying to keep the mind sharp.
Well, that's exactly it. And that's the nice thing too, is you've put so much work in so far, so you can just keep building and building and building upon your progress.
Yeah. I look forward to someday being able to watch a French movie without subtitles, but that's a long way away.
Well, you know what? Just bit by bit, right? Step by step.
Yeah.
Excellent, Davido. And then finally, the last question is, would you recommend the Bonjour Brigitte program to others?
I definitely would recommend it. I think uh, it's vastly superior to work with a real live French speaking teacher than it is to just use apps like Babbel or Duolingo or something. I mean, I suppose they can be helpful, but
Yes.
having someone to correct your pronunciation and answer questions and respond to emails and things like that is very nice. And so I would, on that basis, certainly recommend it to others.
Wow. Excellent. Merci beaucoup, Davido. Merci beaucoup.
How is it? Je vous en prie.
Excellent.